Oh, don't do it. Don't do it. And got him. Let's go. What's going on, guys? Tim here with a Madden 18 defensive scheme. The formation we're going to be running out of is this 3-4 odd. It can be found in any 3-4 playbook. It can also be found in the Patriots and Raiders, which are kind of like hybrid playbooks. But yeah, let's get into it. The base defense we're going to be running is this cover 4 drop show 2. In my opinion, this is the best coverage in the game, just cover 4 in general. I really like it out of this because of the this extra yellow you get. In the other 3-4 formations and 4-3 formations, their cover 4s only usually have 1 yellow on the field. So having this extra yellow is really nice. You can pretty much run this defense all game if you want. It's just really good coverage. Your opponent's never really going to beat you over the top. If they want to move the ball, they kind of have to dink and dunk it down the field. So if you like, if that's the kind of defense you like, the bend don't break, and you take nothing else away from this video, at least take this play, this cover 4 show 2, because it really is the best coverage in the game. Now the weaknesses of this coverage are these cloud flats, because these cloud flats have to choose between covering a flat route or covering like a corner or a deep out. So this part of the field here can be susceptible if you're in hard flats, and then this part of the field can be susceptible if you're in cloud flats. It just depends on what your opponent's running. If they're starting to dink and dunk against you and that's bothering you, a lot of times I don't mind if someone's just getting 4 or 5 yards every play. But if it's something that you're trying to stop, just go ahead and put them on hard flats. But if they're running those corners or those deep outs or anything like that, keep them in cloud flats. You can also just cover drags and flats with your user if it really comes to it. But one other place that's kind of susceptible here is this area, like 15-20 yards off the line of scrimmage. People like to run like posts and stuff, and you have to be careful. You really want to user this part of the field, and most people do anyway. But it's a place, they'll get under these deep blues and above these yellows. It's a place you're going to have to look out for. Pressing your DBs does help against that though. So go ahead and run this against the computer, just random play a couple times, just so y'all can see what the coverage looks like. So this is just random against the computer. You can run it, pass it, just to show you, what it looks like against random plays. So, like I said, you can go to the flats, but that's going to be what's available for the most part. A couple more plays. There are like 2 or 3, because I have some live clips at the end that y'all can see. Just to show you a little better what the play looks like against like live competition. And again, he's got to go to the flats again. That's something you're going to give up unless you're running hard flats. So I'll run one more time. This is against 5 wide. It'll definitely work against 5 wide. It's probably one of my favorite 5 wide defenses, really. One more time, just hike it, please. There you go. So I'm going to user this kind of deep middle of the field, and again, he's got to go to the flats. Alright, so let's send some pressure now. The play you're going to run out of this 3-4 odd is the pinch Mike 0. And it's actually the defensive audible for this. So you don't really need to call it out of the huddle, or out of the, out of your huddle. The setup for this is going to be pinch your line, spread your linebackers, and show blitz. What that's going to do is bring your middle linebackers to the line of scrimmage, and I think that's the only formation in the game that does that. I think one of the dollar variants might do it, but for the most part, that's what makes this formation so unique, is that when you use this setup, your linebackers come to the line of scrimmage, and now you have 7 people on the line of scrimmage, which is just super confusing for any opposing player. But once you do that, the blitz is set up. You don't have to do anything with the line, anything with the linebackers. It'll come in. So watch, it'll come off the right edge, usually unblocked. Every now and then it comes off the left edge instead, but for the most part you're going to get that right edge heat. You can run it without even any setups, and you will sometimes get this middle linebacker to come in. I feel like it's not as quick though when you do it that way, and also I just like this show blitz look. I think it kind of freaks out opponents every now and then. So I'm going to show you a few more plays out of this that you can run, just to mix it up a little bit. And these plays will get pressure. It's this Edge Blitz 1, and then the zone version is this Edge Blitz 3. And it's the same setup, so I'll just show you out of it, out of the Edge Blitz 3. It's actually the same setup as your pinch blitz. You're going to want to pinch your line, spread your linebackers, show blitz. And this play can be picked up, and it doesn't get in as consistently, but it can get you edge pressure. You see how it kind of comes off the edge unblocked, and you're rushing 5, so it's pretty good coverage over the top, and it's just it's a good play to mix in every now and then. I'll show you one more time. So there's one more thing I wanted to show you guys. If you really want to get fancy with this defense, I'm in that cover 4 again, and like I said, you can run this all game. You can run it the way I showed you earlier all game. But if you really want to do, get fancy, you can run it the same way that I showed you how to run that blitz, and that is pinch the line, spread the linebackers, and then show blitz. And now this looks, and now this looks just like the blitz that I showed you, and it's not. It's the cover 4. So your opponent doesn't know who's coming. You can really get into their heads. He doesn't know who's dropping back. It's just you can start to play mind games, kind of figure out what he's running, and then run your defense accordingly. You can actually run this setup out of any 3-4 odd play. Like you could run the cover 3 sky, and I actually do this myself. Is I run the cover 3 and just run it the same exact way. Every now and then I like to pinch my line and then QB contain. I feel like if you're running like cover 3 or cover 2 man or cover 2 or something that's just sending 4 players, I feel like this contains the run and gets a little better rush when you're just rushing 4, but you don't have to. But you can run cover 2 and just make it all look the same. And again, the setup is pinch the line, spread the linebackers, show blitz. Okay, so I'm going to get into these online clips. You guys enjoy. Thanks for watching. Hey guys, I appreciate you watching. If you like the video, please hit that like button. If you have any questions, put them in the comments. And if you want to watch more, subscribe and tune into my Twitch. Thanks a lot. Later.